Welcome back. We have something on football, something on school safety, something on Trump sessions, it's really short this time, and something else on football. I'm Mike Morgan down in Alabama. As high school football season is underway for the 2018 season, AL.com's Josh Bean reports that the 2017 season saw another small decline in player participation in Alabama. Looking at the numbers, beginning in 2016, we saw 32,592 players suit up. A year later, it was down to 31,356, and last year it was 30,882. Now those changes are small, but not insignificant, and we know it's not just a stats blip because it matches up with what's going on nationwide. And you might say, well, we have a football culture in the South, but all the states that border Alabama have also seen their participations peak during either the 2016 season or the 2015 season. Now, Texas is an exception to all this. But Josh spoke with a number of Alabama coaches about some of the factors in the decline, and of course concussions and former NFL players being diagnosed with CTE is having at least some impact. Although the source of the concern, according to coaches, is split between one, yeah, this is a rough sport, and two, the attention given concussions can be overblown. That's according to coaches. Now, at least one coach even referred to it as a hysteria. But even beyond the concussion issue, Josh heard from coaches who also blamed sports specialization and more competition for kids' time. Well, we know about that new program where if a public school in Alabama does not have armed security, then a qualified administrator under certain circumstances can keep a firearm in a safe on campus. Of course, that hasn't settled the debate over who should be able to get their hands on a gun should the need arise. But it doesn't look like it's going to be a topic in Jefferson County schools. Sheriff Mike Hale announced this week, as part of a school safety plan, that a deputy will be assigned to every Jefferson County elementary, middle, and high school, reports Carol Robinson. Now, right now, there are 25 school resource officers working 56 Jefferson County schools. You have SROs who move among a high school and its feeder schools. But to get the numbers up to one per school, the plan is to hire 31 contract deputies. They'll be going after recently retired law enforcement officers who still have their peace officer certification current. Real briefly, I'll mention that Bloomberg News interview with President Trump. The hay they're making out of it nationally was how he didn't say whether John McCain would be a better president than Barack Obama, something most Republicans wouldn't have to wrestle with very much. But he also said that Attorney General Jeff Sessions, the former senator from Alabama, would keep his job until after the November midterms. Now, that's in line with speculation, but this is straight from the president. Now, he wouldn't say what might happen after that, but more people are figuring that Sessions might be done pretty quickly after the election. As to what might transpire with Sessions, that's one of the things Lita Gore and I talked about last weekend on the longer weekend episode. If you didn't catch it, you can go back on iTunes or SoundCloud and check out the August 25th, 26th weekend show. Well, college football season's underway, and most of the big openers are Saturday, including Auburn's against Washington and Alabama's against Louisville. The big question on most folks' mind around here is who's going to start at quarterback for the Tide. Now, previous starter Jalen Hurts or title game hero Tua Tagovailoa. If you see Nick Saban out and about at Winn-Dixie or wherever, ask him who's going to take that first snap against Louisville. He loves being asked that. Likely his last word on the subject before game time came Thursday on his weekly radio show, reports AL.com's Michael Casagrande. Said Saban, quote, "They've both really earned the opportunity based on what they've done since they've been here as players," end quote. So I guess we'll just have to see what happens in the ball game. The Tide will play at 7 p.m. on ABC. Auburn's game will be at 2:30 p.m. on ABC. Well, thank y'all for listening. Check out the weekend show that'll be up tomorrow. We'll have Lita Gore on again and talk about a couple of topics from the week's headlines. And if you haven't rated us on your app or our Amazon page, we'd love it if you did. Thanks for all your time and feedback. I'm Ike. We're down in Alabama. Come see us 24/7 on the World Wide Web at AL.com.